more of a ditty.
You should do that every time. Do you think you could bring that kind of energy? Do you think you could do it again right now?
Does it need to be the same notes?
The closer, the better.
Do 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 do.
I feel like I should either be ready to do some weed or kicking some ass. Something like that. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, it does sound like a little
It's like the
medieval adventure, Robin Hood.
Yeah. Or like a
Merry Thieves.
well, like a Silver Age superhero kind of ditty. Like you could imagine like a Superman cartoon. Oh, Quillman. Doug Funny style.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're just going to be hanging out this Friday. Sorry we're a little bit later than we have been. Had some dog troubles earlier today.
Don't we love them?
But
No, we hate them.
hate the troubles or hate the dogs?
Yes.
I see. Why narrow?
Why not both? We say that so often
Why not both dog? Yeah.
in this Wheats household. Yeah, and you're right. We even do say it. Sometimes we say it as why not both .gif.
It's one of the most versatile, incredible, useful gifts out there. Why not both .gif? It's from a I think it's from a salsa commercial. It's like Ortega.
That sounds right.
Are you going to share
I'm on Know Your Meme.
the truly incredible resource of knowyourmeme.com? And the older I get, the more useful it becomes as I drift further and further from the center of the
fewer and fewer. Of the
yes.
memes.
Oh, we got our buddy Valid here. Valid, what's up, man? Good to see you back.
Valid.
You had a comment from Valid.
Valid asked us watching any TV shows.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Should I confess to my mistaken reading of it? We were talking. I need new glasses. Actually, we're kind of far from the we're looking at the monitor for this computer, right? Or there's two of them. Actually, if I can count.
This will make it look even better.
That one will make it look even better. Because we did use the very simple solution of just scale it up. But initially I was really struggling to read the comments on there. And I did see, but I misread it as, are you watching my shows? And I was like, I don't know what Valid shows are. And I just I just quietly ignored it. And then I reread the chat later and I was like, oh, are we watching any shows? Of course we're watching shows. We're all about them TV shows.
Why don't you tell them what they are then?
We just started the 3-Body Problem, which as much as this guy likes VR, talking about many worlds, talking about Fermi paradox, he's always spitting these, very, very heavy phrases at me, all from the realm of theoretical physics or, something that Jaron Lanier wrote. So it's kind of like the perfect show for him. So yeah, we started it and we hate it.
But what about for you, though? Are you enjoying? We're 3 out of 8, I think, something like that. It's on Netflix. It is the adaptation of the Chinese trilogy. I don't dare try to pronounce his name, unfortunately. And it is. It gets very. You can't really even describe the premise without revealing some major plot points.
Should you just describe what the 3-Body Problem is?
Oh, I would delight in doing that. So it's called the 3-Body Problem, which is this universal problem in physics where we have no problem describing the relationship or movement of a single body. We can do really well with 2 bodies that are interconnected, like a system that has 2 different objects or whatever you want it to be that are interacting with each other in some kind of dynamic way. We're pretty good at, if you do thing to object A, we know what happens to object B in that system. But once you add one more variable, and 3 bodies to any sort of problem in space, the most basic one you can have is just take a string, tie it to the ceiling, and then tie different weights at different lengths of those string. At 2 weights, you can pretty much posit and guess and compute out,
Graph.
If you drop this weight, what is going to happen to the weight beneath it. But if you add a 3rd weight to the bottom, at that point, even with our best, most sophisticated computers, almost immediately we start having problems predicting what is going to happen to any of those 3 objects, because it is such a chaotic process. You've got things that you can never predict in the 20th decimal place, or the 2000th decimal place, or however far back you can calculate it. At some point, you're not going to be able to. And then very quickly, those differences start to scale and add up. And within seconds, you lose any ability to predict what is going to happen next in any system that has more than 2 objects interacting with one another. And so that's what the show is called, which is a, fascinating premise. Maybe not. I mean, to me, it does.
I mean, it doesn't immediately obviously sound like, okay, but what's a show like that?
Right.
Based on that mean, knowing that it's like a narrative fiction.
And it does take 3 episodes before they...
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe, and then talking about the Fermi paradox might be even more getting closer to what we think maybe where this show is headed.
Fermi paradox, super briefly, everyone knows this one, is...
Valid, I think, has already watched this. So while we're talking to just Valid, I know we're preaching to the choir.
Valid, there are so many interesting postulations about black holes and genesis of this universe or other universes. I mean, all of these are theories. We have no idea. And honestly, we probably never will be able to know. There is the theory that inside of each black hole is basically all the information that gets trapped from, because that is the nature of black holes. It takes out information, or takes information and basically destroys it. Keeps it locked up forever, except for what we call Hawking radiation. And there's all kinds of fun theories.
Basically, information, you could boil it down just to points of light.
We would describe them as bits, actually. It's like,
Okay.
once you go down to that far, it's just like you actually describe them in terms of like bits. So yes, information is trapped inside a black hole, but it might not be trapped in the sense that every black hole might be its own little universe within side of it. I don't know if I necessarily buy it. And of course, there's the holographic principle, which is the suggestion that we are all 3D projections from 2D space, all spinning around the edge of a black hole, which actually has quite a bit of research muscle behind it, and even some heavyweight scientists that think we're all just literally exist on a 2D plane, but projected in 3D, using all this fancy math and this thing called the holographic principle. And that might be possible, but there's all kinds of fun stuff about black holes and our limits of knowledge around them. But I'm so excited for the show. I'm loving it. I'm glad that you seem to have enjoyed it too, Valid. And
we just saw Turing's human computer.
Oh, yes.
In our most recent episode, just to place that in the series.
Yeah, we watched the gentleman try to turn a lot of people into a massive computer. But coming from a person who loves the books Children of X, talked about them many times, Children of Time?
This is the first one.
Yeah, Children of Time. I'm already well versed in the idea of biological-based computers. there, instead of people with flags, it's ants just running around with pheromones.
Yeah, because that's the computers built by a society of spiders.
Right. You might accept, humans you should expect to exploit other humans to make their computers.
Yes, yeah.
Spiders can exploit ants. Ant-based computer systems. I think we should do it. We should, there are,
It might be a lot more energy efficient than our current systems. And possibly could increase our computing powers.
Sure.
Ants are pretty numerous.
But in that, well, I guess an ant can, they can be retrained to multiple purposes. But if an ant is basically like a...
you're using it as a bit.
Yes, then it would be... Well, we can fit how many quintillion transistors on a processor now? So it's a lot harder to fit a quintillion ants, on a... But they throw their own benefits. Valid asked if I read the Kybalion. I have not, Valid. I'm not even sure I know what it is. I'm going to do a quick look it up right now. Oh, I forgot to dedicate, by the way. Valid, this first bag is for you.
It's from 1908. Wow.
The Three Initiates. I have not, and
wow.
To describe what it is as best as I can, Valid. This is according to Wikipedia. The Kybalion, a study of Hermetic philosophy of ancient Egypt and Greece, is a book originally published in 1908 by the Three Initiates, often identified as the New Thought pioneer William Walker Atkinson, that purports to convey the teachings of Hermes, very Greek last name.
But also has 3 in it.
Yeah. Here are the 7 Hermetic principles, by the way, Valid. Who says that this is a great book? The principle of mentalism is the first of the 7 Hermetic principles, that the all is mind, the universe is mental. Interesting. Valid, there are non-total quacks out there that propose, and serious, like scientists.
Number 2 is giving me some serious 3-body problem vibes.
The principle of correspondence, as above, so below, below, so above. This principle embodies the truth that there is always a correspondence between the laws and phenomena of the various planes of being and life. Well, what are the various planes? What different planes do we have?
2D and 3D?
But we only live on we experience world on a 4D.
4D.
Not a 4-dimensional construct. The principle of vibration: nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates, except for anything at absolute zero, which is likely actually impossible. So we'll give them that one. Conceptually, we know that there is a temperature, that good old 0 Kelvin, at which no matter moves anymore. So,
It's theoretical.
Yes. Although we've got the principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposite are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. Now that one I would fundamentally disagree with. The nature of a paradox is that it cannot be reconciled. That is sort of what a paradox is. And we do know that thanks to the nature of both our language and the way that that interacts with what we think of as numbers, that we've got Gödel's incompleteness theorem that says that we do know definitively that we can't make, that if we try to establish any system of logic, any kind of system, using rules that we make, that eventually that there will be paradoxes in that system. So not only can all paradoxes not be reconciled, but paradoxes, as far as we know, are necessary to make any kind of system of description, whether it be linguistic or mathematical. Thanks, Kurt Gödel. The principle of rhythm is number 5. We're almost through these. We got 5. Miklo says puff puff pass. Thanks, Miklo. Miklo. We got that again. I have just been nursing it, reading these principles here. They are very poetically worded. I enjoy reading them. They do feel a little that horoscope type language of it means everything and nothing.
All truths are but half truths.
Right.
King Yeti, adding, you must have chaos to have order.
Like and unlike are the same. But what does that mean, though?
It means the same. Both that paradoxes must exist to describe anything, but they all must be reconciled.
As above, so below. I've never really understood what that meant.
My gut is just sort of like, whatever, I mean, it seems like a very ancient way of having science, like whatever applies to the gods should also apply on Earth, which if
is never a way people have envisioned the gods.
No, but it's Kybalion was published in the early 1900s, but that saying goes back to an older. I mean, it's not that those ideas were from the 1900s. It's just a compilation and study of much older ideas.
It feels very Masonic to me.
Well, speaking of Masonic and TV shows,
yes,
and where we live, we haven't watched this in a long time. You probably talked about this already on stream years ago, but we watched the show
Lodge
49.
I think so.
Lodge 49, which is set in Long Beach and is based on a Masonic temple kind of club, and starring Wyatt Russell, star of the Godzilla Monarch Legacy of Monsters. It does not have Godzilla in the title, but the Apple TV Monarch Legacy of Monsters show that we just finished.
And so Kurt,
yeah, I think we talked about Monarch a little bit on here because we talked about the G-Man. And
I think he plays a character in the show named Dudley, and that's just a good name.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that the name of the Harry Potter?
Evil stepbrother.
Oh, well, that now has negative connotations, but there's also Dudley Do, right?
Yeah.
I think they call him Dudders.
He's definitely a dude in Long Beach.
He got bitten by a shark. Anyways, because I'm having so much fun reading these, I am going to finish this out just because they do sound nice. Here we go.
Bring this home.
Here we go. The principle of rhythm. This is number 5 of 7 of the Hermetic principles. Is the principle of rhythm.
You might not believe in, so you've ascended past. You've evolved past music.
I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to guess it's going to take a more expansive view on rhythm.
Okay.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Oh yeah. Oh, it is. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing, manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates.
I hear in that a little bit of the, like, some real things that we believe in physical laws, like the conservation of.
But it's also very much not true. The measure of the swing to the right is not the measure of the swing to the left, because we have friction and entropy.
But if you do it in a vacuum,
I don't think they're referring to doing these things in a vacuum. Yes, unfortunately,
equal and opposite reactions. There's some physics in there.
We do know from those bastards like friction and the larger principle of entropy that
Draft.
that there is no what goes left does not return all the way right.
Otherwise, we'd have perpetual motion machines.
Right. Yes. Anyways, that was the principle of rhythm. Means we're almost done. Number 6. And some of these feel reworded. Because here we go with the principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law, not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. Now that I find zero flaws with. That is all true. There is cause and effect is mostly an illusion. There is...
Or not.
In the sense that...
Because you disagreed with it, and it's every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. So you're not saying cause and effect is an illusion, but...
That cause and effect is technically...
Determinate.
Yes. There was no... Every state that the world is in right now, including the tiniest little microstate, was determined from the second the universe existed. So I totally 100% agree. We'll go with the principle of cause and effect that every...
So, okay.
I'm in on that.
You're all in on number 6.
Uh-oh. Yikes. Number 7. This one's going to be a little controversial, I think. The principle of gender. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. We speak English, damn it. We are a language firmly that rejects the concept that gender is in everything.
Oh, right, even in our language. But other languages,
Yes.
It's a much different, if you're a Spanish speaker, a German speaker, I mean,
Any romance language.
any Romance language.
Yeah, everything is gendered.
has,
It's all gendered.
yeah, table would have a gender.
Yeah.
So,
But we speak this bastard tongue of English in which we still gender things, obviously, but not to the same degree.
yeah.
But I do sometimes...
This is more of a, like, energetic gender, not like a, trans people in bathrooms kind of issue of gender.
Puppies are boys, kittens are girls.
Right.
I
and
agree.
all of us have puppies and kittens inside of ourselves.
Profound. All right, well, let's get through this bag. I'm almost done. And we got through the 7 principles, the 7 hermetic principles. Thank you for sharing that with us, Valid. I had never come across them before. And it is a interesting philosophy. Man, so...
If you haven't seen it, and you have access to, I hope it's still on Hulu, maybe check out Lodge 49.
That too.
Yeah.
It seems that
really like that show.
All of these, I don't know if this was actually a Greek philosophy at the time, but man, these things just keep coming back in fad. Right now, what is the Stoic lifestyle, right?
Sure.
That's like people want to be a Stoic. And, we also have Spartans, the Spartan lifestyle. I'll take Hermeticism.
I will. Oh, I I just lied. I don't think it's on Hulu anymore. It was an AMC show. So AMC. Anyway,
I mean, I think
they have
AMC
their
is the
own-
own app.
yeah, they have their AMC Plus, which you can add on to Amazon and all that crap.
Huh.
Man, Valid really enjoys the philosophical reads.
Ah, the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Yeah, my man here. He likes to go to the most the truly esoteric sources. And God bless you, man. A lot of people find a lot of, if not solace, a source of strength in these kind of texts. It's never been me, but I think it sounds cool, and obviously it's fun to read. I really enjoyed reading those 7 different principles.
I mean, maybe you say it's not for you, but you've never really tried it, right?
Living that lifestyle, or just reading the book?
Reading the book.
No, but there's that my reflexive, like, this is 120 years old. Like, well, you're right. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates.
I mean, for people in like the 7th century to be saying that, and that, okay, it is sort of like a how did you put it? Like, oh, it's wishy-washy enough language that it's sort of like you can't like astrological, that it's just sort of like, oh yes, this applies to everything. But I mean, if there are people who are studying, they think of themselves as scholars of the world, of the way that the universe is, and they only have the tools of the of 800 AD, and they come up with everything vibrates. It's like, oh my gosh, that is true, that there's like atoms moving and everything. Like, it's so exciting.
It is a valid observation.
We didn't even catch that.
A valid observation. I see. Okay, well,
Anyway,
I'm gonna finish the second bag. While I do that, you have to
I
go
think
ahead.
this is still your first bag.
My first bag. I'm gonna move on to my second bag.
Okay.
If you will dedicate us, find us our dedicee. We just did this yesterday. Person in white. Dedicate. Uninspired says you ought to bust out a Puffco one of these days. I do actually have. I have not used it in since I've even lived in this place. I do have a Puffco Peak. It is. I liked it. I hope it still works. It was just a lot of maintenance for the device. It was hard to keep clean, and
Did it break?
the little atomizer, the thing that's screwed in, broke like 4 times in the time that I had it. I had to buy like 4 of the little $25 atomizers. The thing
Okay, that adds to the. Oh, Sega called it out.
420, which means
Dedicatee. It's definitely had a bag before, but
a perfect one. Thank you,
Yes.
Sega.
that was
So
well needed. Popped it up
thank you.
a little bit.
Here we go, second bag. Thank you, Sega, for the reminder. Happy 420, everybody. Here we go. Yeti says that Masons very much adhere to Hermetic principles. The Masons, man. What how long have they been a target, and not even, in some sense, kind of like a self-inflicted target of conspiracy theories, like almost like they courted it.
I mean, make yourself a secret club, but then
Right.
also like have these buildings where people know that you're a secret club, that you can't, that you have to, learn the secret handshake to get in.
And I will be first to admit my knowledge of anything Masonic is very low. I mean, I know the people who are allegedly Masons around the founding of the country, but as to like what their philosophy is, what they do today, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the habit of Googling. One, because
How could you even find what would be the true conspiracy theory among all the other conspiracy theories?
you know what actually would literally probably be the best would just be the Wikipedia for the Masons, the Masonic Temple.
We'll just trust the collective wisdom of Wikipedia.
Yeah, I don't need to talk about Masons. I don't know anything about them. Other than they attract a lot of ire, suspicion, respect, all those things, and good luck, Masons. It seems like you got the heat off of you right now a little bit. There's some other international suspects of global Kabbalists groups. Are Masons? Is it It's. I would think it's a more conservative organization. I would think largely secret societies err towards conservative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're preserving old ways.
Yeah.
They're preserving these, philosophies from the, 8th century, or 19 texts from the 1900s, or texts from before the founding of the country. Like, yeah, of course in the definition of conservatism as, wanting to or resisting change and new ways of looking at the world.
You're on notice, Masons. But maybe that's why the heat's off of you, because there's some fun alliances out there with other organizations. Anyways, let's move off that.
Yeah, you don't.
No more Masonic.
You don't want the heat that you could be courting.
Just watch the Stone.
I don't know.
The Stone. Watch the Simpsons episode that spoofs the Masons, where Homer becomes the head of the Stone Masons. I think they don't try very hard to obscure it. That leads to Homer being kicked out of the club because they have a no Homers policy, and being plural because there is already a Homer. So Homer the Great, yes,
The Stone Cutters.
The Stone Cutters, right?
Not
Stone Masons, the Stone Cutters. It's a great episode. What season is this? Season 6.
Season 6. 12th episode of season 6. Homer the Great.
There's a great song. We do. Will you just pull up this Stone Cutter song? That's got to be it right there. Nobody's gonna be able to hear this. Was that Patrick Stewart? Watching some Simpsons at the moment. Gabriel Ramirez says, "I'm high as giraffe nuts." I've never heard that expression before, but those got to be the highest testicles in the animal kingdom.
Those were all the same.
But we didn't even get the song.
What's the song?
Something, something, something. We do.
I think it's coming. There's a whole other minute.
I could be playing this on my monitor and sharing it with others, but that would require more knowledge than I ever know. That's the producer's job. No one can hear this, but I'm really enjoying this. We should just look up those lyrics. They're great. Who controls the British pound? Who keeps metric down? We do. We do. Great. Thank you, Simpsons. I love having the opportunity to do a Simpsons joke. Ballard says he hasn't seen that episode in years. It's a classic. It's a stone cold classic. I was already so impressed with the song.
Who leaves Atlantis off the maps? Who keeps the Martians under wraps? We do.
Who controls the British crown? Who keeps the metric system down? We do. We do. Who leaves Atlantis off the map? Who keeps the Martians under wrap? God, they're such good songwriters. We do. We do. Who holds back the electric car?
Because back in season 6 of The Simpsons, they knew 1997.
Yes.
They knew that we should have it.
The next lyric is a burn for the ages. Who makes Steve Gutenberg a star? Sorry, Goot.
I wonder if he's a suspected Masoner.
No, Steve Gutenberg was like the Timothy Chalamet of his era, where it was just like,
oh, he just was the it boy.
Everybody hated him because he was so young. He came out of nowhere, and a lot of people thought he was totally untalented.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. I guess Timothy Chalamet is actually has some talent, but he's just like this, young guy who isn't that talented that was suddenly everywhere.
I don't get this lyric.
Who robs cave fish of their sight? I think just saying that.
Like they keep the cave fish. Cave fish are in a dark cave, like catfish.
I assume what they're saying is the organisms that live in caves often go blind, and they are the ones that determine the things that are going to be living in the caves, I guess.
Okay. All right.
That is a lot of power.
That is a lot of power. But the last line.
Who rigs every Oscar night? The Masons / Stonecutters. Anyways, Seth Emerson says, ever play Ark? I have, Seth Emerson. I played it way back in 2014, I think. Was that when I first played? Was that when it came out?
2014? Still in Tennessee?
Yes. I now know, Ark 2 came out in early access, and
That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, in early access back in like December, November, something. It's a game that it always seemed like it's one of those pieces of software that people were always mad at. Like, anytime I would ever hear about Ark, it was like, people are pissed because developer does this dumb thing, or this scummy kind of change has happened to Ark, and the players are revolting. And there's games that just seem to have that reputation of like, every time I hear about them, it's just because people are pissed, whether it's actually deserved or not. I don't know. I stay away from. But conceptually, who doesn't love the idea of punching trees and punching rocks to get resources, to build torches and primitive walls with the ambition of eventually riding and taming cybernetic Tyrannosaurus Rexes? It's quite the arc, you might say. I'm really happy with that one.
Yeah.
Because I meant it with the C.
Right.
Because the trajectory of you go from a guy with a guy with your genitals flopping out,
Okay.
to a man who rides, tames hordes of cybernetic. Did I get the cybernetic part across? T-Rexes.
I mean, isn't the that's the how of how they're tamed, right?
I don't know.
T-Rexes couldn't be tamed without cybernetic?
When I was playing Ark,
I think I played like
minutes of it.
I was gonna say like 2 minutes of it with you. I did get as far as to poop.
Yes, we were about to bring up the poop. Poop's big now. We're really into poop. And poop is a good resource in the game, I think.
Oh, you could, like, what, fertilize your garden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you add the Cagaphilic trait
Oh, you can eat it.
and get a little bonus. That's cool.
Good job, Ark.
Yeah. Arc 2. When's
it coming?
it's in early access now,
Okay.
but
So
it's also a game that also seems like it will always be in early access. I'm not. My dog is complaining. My dog also not a huge survivalist game fan. I keep wanting to be. Hi, buddy. I keep wanting
another dog.
to love one. Seth. I've tried a bunch of them. Ark. I've tried a little bit of Pal World, not very much of it. What was the Viking one everybody liked? Valheim a while ago. I did some Valheim.
Played about 2 minutes of that as well.
I don't ever make it very far in them because I don't get much joy from.
Seems like it takes a long time and a lot of work just to survive before there's like really anything fun.
And I love games where you make, you level up a bunch of different dumb shit, and here you can level up your,
all the dumb shit.
all the dumb shits. But I just don't want to build a house. I don't.
You kind of have a you're sort of allergic to any kind of handicrafts. In IRL as well.
Yeah, actually, so the only Minecraft type survival type game that I've ever really loved. There are two distinctions, and I really did enjoy it. I was super surprised. It's called Dragon Quest Builders. It's a Dragon Quest Dragon Warrior spinoff for the Switch. This was back in 2019. Dragon Quest Builder 2. It's a clumsy title. But it is single player, so there is no persistent, you're not worried about somebody coming and wrecking your shitty little shack that you spent 3 hours clumsily putting together to not even have a roof, only for somebody to come torch it. So Dragon Quest doesn't have that. And more importantly, it has a just do it for me button. Like part of it's not as unrestricted as an Ark or a Valheim or a Pal World. It has a story that you kind of follow, a narrative that you're going through. It does have a lot of building and crafting and mining, but you do have a through line. And anytime there's something where you're like, oh, you've got to build one of these things to progress, it's like, hey, we know there are jackasses out there like you that are stupid and lazy, and we're cool with that. Just press a button and watch it happen. So I'm really into this stupid, lazy jackass button, and I wish we had more of that. I'm sure it exists, but in other places, but it's really easy there. Again, stupid idiot jackass. The easier it can be, the better. Thanks for the question, though. Sega says, did I ever get a chance to Google LSD Dream Emulator? No, I did not. I am so sorry. I totally forgot last night. I'm going to do it right now, though.
It's on the PlayStation.
Yes, it was a PS1 game, as Sega reminded us yesterday. I had never heard of this. It looks more or less exactly like I would have, expected a PlayStation 1 title called LSD Dream Simulator to look. Wow.
It's more of a piece of art than a game.
Yeah. It's an exploration game, which is not a common genre.
I don't think anything about this is common.
Asmic Ace Entertainment. Did they make anything else? Oh, lots of things. But nothing since the PlayStation 2 era. Oh well. I'm sure it's readily available out there, Sega, to download and play on an emulator. it's a perfect. Maybe that's what we'll do for one of our activities on the countdown to 420. Yeah, I get it set up. I can properly get prepared for this psychedelic experience. And I think it's a cool idea. Again, never seen it. I didn't know. I didn't even really realize this seems like a very Japanese thing, not so much American or Western thing, that we were making pieces of software that were more meant to be experienced as art than entertainment back then. Oh, it seems to have quite the fan presence on the internet, too. Really surprised I never heard of it. Seeing how much love there is for it. Valid asked, have I ever tried LSD before? Yes, I actually talked about it briefly last night. I've done it myself 3 or 4 times. I really enjoyed it. I've done LSD and mushrooms as hallucinogenics. And LSD was more pronounced of an experience than mushrooms. But neither of them actually have that much of an effect on me, unfortunately. I'd love to experience them in their more grand modes, but it does seem, and this is going to be some exciting stuff as we do more research on psychedelics to find out the how and why and numbers of these things, but I've done actually pretty large doses of LSD because I was with others who were on it and were experiencing quite a bit more than me, and I ended up doing even more and still not experiencing anything in the same realm of potency that the others that I was around with were. And I wouldn't be surprised if I'm just in that subset of people that hallucinogenics, the class of drugs that we think of as hallucinogenics, specifically, not all drugs, but do not produce any kind of sensations of either any visual hallucinations or sensations of the thing that we're finding their therapeutic benefits. They give you these sensations of the profound and the this sense of connectedness and contentedness. Those also don't come along with. They seem to be maybe related with or the visual elements. For me, it really only did sort of expanded thinking. You guys see me here on Weeds doing weed and getting into more esoteric, far out topics, and LSD was just kind of like an even more enhanced version of that for me, where my dumb self, who usually finds everything kind of fascinating and interesting and likes talking and understanding the most dumb, boring minutia, it's only more so on LSD, but that's the extent of it. I've never had any kind of visual hallucinations, any quasi-religious experiences, nothing like that. And it's possible I might, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm just in that subset of people that they don't work on that way for. So, long answer to your question, I would absolutely be amenable to try them again, but it was still a positive experience for me, even if it wasn't as earth-shattering or revelatory or even just transporting as it is for others.
Sorry, I'm just still distracted looking at screenshots from. Well,
is that go up, scroll up? That is on the PS1. Wow. We're looking at some screenshots, by the way, right now, Sega, of LSD Dream emulator, and those images are both. So these would be up-resed. These would be somebody like playing it on emulator in a higher resolution than you could have played it at the time. But it is
However they got
the
these.
grippy art style that it has, this kind of hazy, but like intentionally hazy look. It's really fascinating, man. Thank you for it. It is something that I'm now super curious in. Sega says that he mixes hotboxing to that game, and he still has it for his Bleemcast, which was the PlayStation emulator on the Dreamcast. I'm curious. And I don't mean it anyway as like a gotcha, but just a test as to what kind of cachet influence the Dreamcast had at the time. Do you know what the Dreamcast was?
It was like the most expensive console ever at the time.
No, actually pretty affordable.
Oh, pretty affordable.
You know, when would you have guessed who made the Dreamcast?
Sega.
Correct. When would you have guessed the Dreamcast came out?
I mean, I remember like seeing it, like the lines for it on the nightly news, like on Dateline or
You're probably thinking of the PlayStation 2, which follows it up a year later.
Really?
The Dreamcast, while modestly successful at launch, there weren't
like lines.
This was the era where like the PlayStation 2 was like the first console to sell out when it came out. It just wasn't a thing so much then.
Video game makers didn't even expect that yet at that point.
I will give you a hint. It has the greatest release date of all time. And they really, really pushed it. This is more just to see. So it came in around the PlayStation 2.
$99.99.
Oh my God! Yes.
Well, I mean, just because you.
Yes. Yeah, it came out $99.99.
Okay, and you've also definitely told that. I mean, I know you know, but you've definitely told me that before.
Yes, and Sega up until that point was a Nintendo. This was before Microsoft even was in.
So it's like the first time it split from Nintendo?
No. There was a Sega Genesis. There was the PlayStation of that era was, it wasn't Nintendo and Sony. It was Nintendo and Sega for a long time.
Right.
And then the Dreamcast was such a disaster that they were like, we're done. We're out. We're just going to be a third-party developer, which is what recently people are afraid is going to happen with Microsoft. That they're going to kill the Xbox and just become a massive publisher. So that Halo will no longer be an Xbox title, like Sonic was no longer a Sega Genesis or a Dreamcast game.
Okay.
And one of its many, many disasters was its terrible lack of anti-piracy features, and you could even use it to play PS1 games using commercially available software. It was a disaster. And then what really killed it was you could with almost no effort, even for the year 2000, just download a game from the internet and burn it to a CD and play it in your Dreamcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
commercially available products. And yeah, so I think that was a part of the reason Sega's like, we fucked up so badly. We're done. Anyways, that's a Dreamcast aside. The Dreamcast had the greatest gimmick, though. You know, I'm a gimmick guy. I love gimmicks, especially if gimmicks are done well. Probably my favorite. What were they thinking? / God, was this amazing?
Okay.
Was a Dreamcast gimmick. It was called the VMU.
Video. No.
I think it's the VMU. Yes. It was a memory card back when basically you had memory cards instead of, your console having a hard drive attached to it, or you're saving things to a cart like you would on a Nintendo system that had cartridges. There it is. It was a memory card / Tamagotchi. And it slotted into your Dreamcast controller, and you could take it with you and play little mini
Tiny
games.
Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Or tiny.
So fucking rad. So cool. I loved it. I thought it was the greatest thing. But it's so dumb. Like,
Oh, and it can attach into
it slots right in the controller, yeah. So it gives you a little extra screen on your controller too. It's so cool. And they connect together. You can trade data like that.
The Wikipedia on this is perfect.
Well, here's another amazing thing about the Dreamcast. Dreamcast came out $99.99.
Right?
What was built into the console? What was attached to it? A fucking modem. It had internet capabilities right out the box for free in $99.99. You could play on the internet.
Wow.
It's crazy. I mean, it was so ahead of its time, but so bungled in execution that Sega was a cool company, man, and they had cool shit for the Dreamcast. I've talked to you about Seaman before.
It just runs on 2 watch batteries.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the console of Seaman. This is the game where you could buy a microphone and talk to a fish with a face and have chats with Seaman. It's great. Dreamcast. God rest its soul. It was a console for people like me who just love dumb, goofy shit. Like the VM, I still think it's awesome. I still think it's cool. Where does that idea come from? Like, dudes, we're gonna make.
Yeah, I guess there were Tamagotchis around, so
Yeah.
it's just. And I'm sure that, they were big in America, but I know they must have been an even bigger deal in Japan.
That sounds right, yeah.
The name of it is Tamagotchi. And so they're like, oh, we're making this memory card. We also make it a tiny, portable game device.
Looks like we had a lot of Dreamcast reminiscence.
Valid's still playing.
Valid says he still plays his Dreamcast, man of good talent. And then Sega says that he'll do Shrooms next time with LSD Emulator and Rez for the Dreamcast. Rez. Great news about Rez, Sega. Once you, I'm not sure if you're into VR yet or not, but both Rez itself has an excellent VR port, just the straight game of Rez, with an extra whole cool area added to it called Area X that is VR exclusive. That's awesome. So the first new Rez stuff we've had since the Dreamcast is in VR. It's awesome. It's dope. If you're a Rez fan, it's the best way to play it is in VR. But even cooler is the Rez guy, Tetsuya. What's his name? Look at what's the Rez guy's name? Tetsuya Mizuguchi. Yes. Oh man, I'm gonna give myself credit on that one.
Yeah.
He has
95%.
He has another native VR game, and it is so excellent.
Is Tetris his?
Tetris Effect is his game as well, which is in VR. A game that I play still every now and then all the time because the music is so fucking incredible in it. You think to yourself, it's just Tetris. It's not, there's no VR gimmick to it other than you're in this world, seeing all these cool visual effects and
Tetris synced up with the music.
But there's no this isn't 3D Tetris or anything. It's still the same grid of tetraminos falling. But you add in the genius of the Rez dude, and it is awesome. I've played through it 3 times on Quest, on PlayStation VR, and on PC. And I could always just sit there and play endless mode and listen to some of my favorite tracks from the game. They're great. Man, we got great. These guys, really, really excellent, discerning taste out here in the comments. Sega agreeing, which I guess we shouldn't be surprised that Sega Herman would be a Dreamcast fan. That shouldn't. That's not surprising.
Yeah. We don't have to be too surprised on that one.
Sega is a company that at the time and still does have some crazy loyal fans. I was always a Nintendo kid growing up. Actually, my first Sega console was a Dreamcast. I started with a Super Nintendo, and then
because most people's first Sega would have been
the Genesis.
the Genesis.
They
meaning-
did have
Meaning the starting.
They did have a counterpart to the NES, the precursor to, called the Master System, which was not nearly as successful. The Sega Genesis,
I don't know if I'd ever heard of that.
it was not very, it was, sold in the millions, but compared to the NES, it was not that popular. The Sega Genesis was actually giving Nintendo a run for its money in terms of popularity. And then they just fucked it up catastrophically from that point forward. You had things like the 32X, which was like a CD add-on for the Genesis, and then you had the Sega Saturn, which was a console that they stealth launched. And
Why would you stealth launch it?
because they just, it was a company determined to fuck it up. Kind of like Microsoft has done in a very similar way. Microsoft has had this arc in their battle with Sony. Now that Nintendo's off doing their own little disconnected thing.
I like the logo.
It was also a dope-ass console, the Sega Saturn. But just a total clusterfuck of weird ideas, terrible marketing, not telling people it was out, just dumb. It fell apart. But just like Microsoft, who got this inroads on Sony during the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era, when Sony fucked it up with the PlayStation 3, with the $600, all that stuff. Microsoft's like, that's it. We got it. We're going to become the new top dog. And then they've spent the next decade, even slightly longer, just catastrophically fucking it up in a very Sega way.
Pissing off Bungie.
You want to know a funny story about Bungie? Bungie, owned by Bungie, maker of exclusively Mac games.
Okay.
Before, nobody made Mac games.
Right, because
Yeah.
nobody plays games on Macs.
They made Mac software, Marathon. They make a PlayStation game called Oni. And then they, of course, make Halo for Microsoft as the launch title for Xbox. They quickly get acquired by Microsoft. I think they actually get acquired by Microsoft before Halo even comes out. I think that's true. Anyways.
I see this sort of Halo-y
Look of
here.
Marathon?
Yeah.
Infamously, they hate working on Halo so much that they offer Microsoft we will make you one more Halo game if you let us buy ourselves out. Microsoft, stupidly, this is a very different Microsoft, says, okay. They make Halo Reach, they buy themselves their freedom from Microsoft, and then they get in bed immediately with Activision to make Destiny. They're not owned by Activision, they just send this
partnership.
Yes. And so what happens? They work with Activision for quite a while. It becomes clear neither of them are happy with the relationship. They buy their freedom from Activision in Destiny 2 days.
Once again.
Are on their own, striking it on their own. Finding things, I think, okay for a while. And then what happens? Sony comes by and buys them for $3.5 billion.
That's not so bad.
Bungie, the makers of Destiny, the one-time creators of Halo, is now a Sony company.
Yeah.
And they have gone through this. It is clear Sony's already made them lay off a bunch of people. It is clear that they are going to end up hating this relationship and regretting this too.
Seems like, the history predetermines it.
But what a wild, weird...
To get bought for $3.5 billion? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
But even though they also seem determined to fuck it up, you could see a world where the Destiny franchise IP is worth that much money, though.
Wow. Yeah.
And so, what is their first game that they are going to make as a Sony company? Marathon.
Really?
Yes.
Back to the Mac game.
Yes.
This like proto.
Yes, but now it's like an arena shooter or something. Who really knows? But
Back to the root.
what a weird.
With Sony. Hate or already hate.
What a weird projector. What a just weird projector.
Like a very. They get a leash, and then they jump, and then they get pulled back.
What a metaphor. Nice.
Wow.
That's the name of the movie.
Oh my god. Like, yeah, the movie about, like, just, like, Beanie Bust and Blackberry and now Bungee Cord.
Yeah. It sells itself.
Oh,
Apple,
man.
we're
available.
Yeah.
We'll
talk deals soon.
Yeah, we'll get the prospectus. I don't know.
My agent's details are in the comments.
Can you sell something on a proposal or I don't know.
A prospectus.
It's is that right? No, that's
it's a pitch.
That's a business, not a proto script.
Yeah, you pitch or something. There's a verb to it.
Yeah, we're ready to pitch. Apple TV.
The Bungie story.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bungie is. And you know what? Sony's probably also interested in making a movie about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've already made a Gran Turismo movie. My guess is it will be a little bit more positive.
Yeah. At least of the Sony age. That's the happy ending to everywhere that they've been so far.
It's interesting. I wrote this. I had this. I played a lot of Gran Turismo 7 in VR last year, and I felt more like the movie Ferrari understood what it feels like to play Gran Turismo than Gran Turismo the movie does. But Gran Turismo the movie has a much better idea of what it means to be a young man with father issues. Wait, no, maybe Fermi has that too. No, the kid, it's a dead kid.
You mean Ferrari, not
Ferrari. Yeah, we're talking about Fermi. Italians. It all, you know.
When he wasn't even Italian.
Enrico Fermi?
No. Oh. I thought you meant the kid from
Gran
Turismo.
No, he's not. He's British. Gran Turismo movie. Be prepared for a lot of Sony things to be out in theaters or streaming services near you soon. We're about to get the next big gamble in video game media in the using video game IPs as other media extensions the way comic books were. We're going to get a big one here in like a week or two.
League of Legends?
Nope.
No?
League of Legends has already proven itself with that Arcane show.
Oh, Arcane, that's what you were already talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so off.
And of course, you know, we had last year was the year of The Last of Us and Super Mario Brothers. Two of the most successful video game adaptations ever. But we're gonna have a big giant one next week. I'm really curious to see how it turns out. I mean, they've spent a lot of money on it. If I had to guess now, I'd say it's gonna be bad.
Is it in theaters?
No, it is a streaming TV show on Amazon Prime.
Fallout,
yes.
I guess it's next month is the Borderlands movie?
I think that's in August, maybe.
Oh, it's way later in the summer blockbuster
I
season.
don't... I would not use the Fallout movie, or not the Fallout, the Borderlands movie as a barometer of, like, how much continued success.
Because you're already planning on the failure of that one.
Or,
I mean, you saw the poster, you're like, this looks like garbage.
yeah, I just also think that Fallout is something that you can envision making something great. Like
The Last of Us.
yes, yeah.
That there's a great story there.
In a very different way than The Last of Us. The Last of Us is like very clearly there is an excellent.
There's already story writing in the game.
Whereas Fallout is almost the opposite in that it's like this is a great framework and they
built the world.
Yes, and even within the games themselves, it's all about using that as a structure for telling all kinds of different stories. I don't know what they're ultimately even going to do with the Fallout show, but it's a good enough, it's an interesting enough world that you could envision it being good, but I don't know. It doesn't, I've not watched any of the trailers or anything. I never do, but even though
Hi everyone, Mark Barton here at San Diego Promise.
Sorry,
Mark Varden at San Diego Promise.
I told you. I'm gonna drop a link.
You know what?
Just wondering
Please do.
what the soundtrack to the Fallout show will be like.
If it's anything like the game, it will have very 50s, 60s Americana sounding music and vibes. Would you want to play some Balatro?
You play Balatro and I will backseat drive.
Are you sure? I'm totally happy to tell you what you're doing wrong and be critical and are you sure?
Of course.
All right, I'm going to play some Balatro while we're hanging out, just to do a little bit something different. Balatro is this game I've mentioned many times here.
You haven't played it on stream yet?
No.
We described it briefly.
Yeah. And I'll hold off any additional descriptions until we're actually starting.
All right.
And hold on one second.
Doing here.
Go ahead. Thank you. I hope that is working. Turn this. I got this down.
Speaking of good soundtracks.
Okay, so we're gonna play some Balatro while we're hanging out. I'm gonna finish this bag before we get started. And we'll save our third bag for anybody who comes with a cool question, recommendation. Dedicate our third bag for you. I'm gonna finish this one out. And then we'll get started with Balatro. Excuse me. Is that on?
It is not on.
Thank you.
Finish it up.
All right, here we go. So Balatro. Let's do a different deck. Oh, new run. Excuse me.
But you gotta just gonna abandon that previous.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I
You
was
don't
doing.
need that.
All right, so we got our Balatro here. This is gonna be get used to this image. It's like the only real screen there is, other than some poker cards coming up. So we have a first little decision here. We can either
Basically, play or don't play.
So let's see if I elect not to play, I get a little extra benefit. This isn't going to mean much to you. That's not bad, actually. I think I'm going to skip this turn. So you're not even going to see how this game is played. Mega Arcana Pack. So, this is a random section or selection of 8 of the cards of my 52 card deck that I can modify here. Modify in certain ways based on these little cards I've got here. So, well, that's obviously not going to be needed.
Right.
Interesting. None of these are my favorite.
And you don't have any pokers yet to like work on your synergies.
Right.
So maybe just the gold? Or 2 times multiplier?
Yeah, I don't mind the glass card. If it gets destroyed,
Because then you might be...
yes.
You'll
This is going to mean a lot to you now, but I'm going to pick a card that gets better, but has a chance of getting destroyed. So let's always choose a high card to start with. Let's go.
What was the world? Just the far left one. Oh, okay. Stacking for spades.
Potentially much more useful after you've started to develop your...
Or it could be, yeah, you don't know. Are you gonna...
I think the gold.
Yeah, probably the gold. Money's always good.
So obviously use something like a 4.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe not the best, but we have to live with our choices. So now we're actually going to see the game. Oh, we can just look. That's not bad, but we have to get playing. We got to get some money in the bank. Got to start shaping our destinies. So now what we're doing is trying to make poker hands. Well, we've got a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Looks like we have got a...
Where's your, like, menu that shows the scores for all of the... that's your deck, but the poker hand scores. Oh,
I think it might be in here. No.
you click on straight.
What's that?
If you click on straight. Big
Nope.
blind. No.
I don't think it's there.
Options. Run info.
Ah, here. Okay, this is what she was looking for.
That's what I was looking for.
This tells you how much you are going to score any type of hand that you make. So I'm about to make a straight. It's a level 1 straight, which means... Also, I'm trying to get a score of $450 points. And you don't need to know too much other than the straight is worth a certain amount of points. It's easier to see once it's scored. So let's just go ahead and do it. I'm going to hit play hand.
You're at 10 up here. Oh, you were 1 card shy of a straight... a royal flush.
Straight flush.
Straight flush, not royal. Royal has royalty in it.
Okay, so we got 200 points there because we added up all the total of our cards. You got your...
Plus the multiplier.
Yes. I see a great 3 of a kind here.
Yeah, of course.
So a 3 of a kind is going to give you 30 chips times 3, 90, plus 10 chips for each queen. As you're about to see,
So it'd be 60 times.
there's going to be something extra special about this one.
Oh yeah, because you got your glass.
It survived, only has a 1 in 4 chance of just getting blown away. And now we've hit our number.
Because of that. Times 2. Nice.
And now we get to start shaping our destiny. Cashing out. We've got some monies in the bank. Joseph J. Joker. No thank you. Would have been better later. Ooh. No thank you. For now, for sure.
I'm a celestial girl.
Yeah, me too.
I like celestial instead of tarot.
So Celestial, we got Arcane packs earlier, but we now have Celestial packs. These are the ones that make our poker hands that we do make even more valuable. So we get to pick what we want to level up. So we can make 3 of a kinds better, like
Which
we just
you've
got.
already played.
We can make 4 of a kinds way better, but 4 of a kinds very hard to make,
Yeah,
as you
harder to
guys
make.
probably know. Let me say this. So this is the way to give you an idea of how this game can go. You can make a 5 of a kind hand in Balatro. You can't make a 5 of a kind in poker for obvious reasons.
But you could be able to modify the game enough. That
Yes. So now we are starting to think about sculpting the way we want to go. I'm not interested in this 4 of a kind.
I like the 3 of a kind. I mean, it's the clear center. It's what you've already played.
But I can already envision more scenarios.
Do you like high card? High card can get you out of tough situations.
You're always on the cusp of, even if you level it up every time, still not having enough. Because I think you're right. Let's do 3 of a kind. And from now on, we're going to start trying to make ways of making 3 of a kinds more common.
Click on that run info again. I just want to, we'll just reinforce. So
Level 2.
now your 3 of a kind is level 2, so it's even more valuable than a straight or a flush or a full house even.
All right, well, let's move on. Now we have the boss, essentially. And he's got an extra special nasty ability that only the big guy has. And it says cards played previously at this ante are debuffed. It'll be easier to see what that means when we see a card.
Yeah.
Anything that has been scored earlier. Oh, look, we have a perfect 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We even have
You could get a... Is it worth the discard? To try and get the 7 of diamonds? Another straight flush?
We could try it.
I mean, obviously, the chances are low. Maybe it's one of the cards you've already played. I don't think so.
So we have a number of...
You have not used any of your discards yet.
Right. So we can try to get the 7 of diamonds to get ourselves a straight flush.
But what are the things you would be fishing with? Or you leave the 9 because you might end up...
Well, I have another 9.
But you might end up with a 3 of a kind.
See, these are the
tough kind of decisions.
Will you please swap with me? Please? Wait, we've just started. I even picked your 3 of a kind. The way they used to just take it.
Okay.
Yes. You got this.
All right.
You got this, homie. She's better. She is better at it than I am.
We're equally... Played more than me now.
I think that is true. I didn't get my first win until my, 4th or 5th game. You got your first win your 2nd game, I think?
No.
Something like that.
I haven't even won yet.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Trying to lie. Oh, man, but then you... Okay. This is why it's worse that I do it, because I'm a more... How many hours was I staring at the screen to get that first win versus you?
This is not an exaggeration. I can play easily 5 games of Balatro in the time it would take you to play 1.
So see, that's why I shouldn't be in the seat.
No, you get to talk your deliberations through.
No, that's worse.
Well, if you're gonna, you have to explain people what your thinking is, right? You're in the driver's seat. It takes...
Nobody wants to hear...
Yes, they do, yeah. You don't have to explain everything, but, tell us what you're thinking right now. Why are you just not going for the obvious flush or...
Well, part of it, I want
straight.
well, yeah, why am I not going for the obvious straight? Let's see, those other...
Remember, it refreshes every... Yeah, it refreshes every blind, every ante, whatever it's called.
Yeah, whatever. You know what? I'm just going for the 3 of a kind.
She's going for the 3 of a kind.
Screw this. Oh, I can only...
Discard 5 cards at a time.
Discard 5 cards at a time. Leave the king. Just because.
So she is backing away from those. Interesting.
Here's one of the debuffed.
And now you have 2 potential vectors to attack.
Obvious discard.
Now, what is the math here? Is it better to...
Because
you've not discarded any jacks. You haven't discarded any of those, I don't think. So they all have the exact same probability of being drawn, right? Of becoming your 3 of a kind. Because you haven't. They all have.
My 50 times 5 is not going to win me this, so I can't just blow all my discards.
Well, you're forgetting to add the 10 you would get for each card.
Say it were, so I'd get another 30, so it'd be 80 times 5, so 400, so I'd still be close, but not quite there. It's gonna be plus 4.
I don't actually know what the math. Is it better to discard another 2 of a kind and to draw that many more for 2? I don't know what the probabilities are there. I really don't know. This is the kind of stuff where you know, being a stats whiz is really helpful in poker.
Wow,
okay, you're in trouble now.
I've really, really fucked this up.
Remember, you can also play.
I'm playing 2 pair.
Okay, that seemed like maybe the worst. Thank God it's you.
Oh, I'm just gonna.
You do know if you had done, you would not have drawn one that turn. It's not like you'd realize you just fucked yourself. And so you still didn't draw any of those face cards. You still would have been fucked if you had gone fishing for the 3 of a kinds.
Right. Okay, alright, so I can play a regular straight.
That's fine. Gotta play something. She's got, after this, we'll see what the deficit is. It's gonna be large. She's gotta make up 280 points in 2 hands. 3 of a kind, you got it. 4s. That one itself won't score, but it still counts as a 3 of a kind. Oh no.
Does it?
It'll show you. Just hit it. Yes, it still counts. She did it. It wasn't the 3 of a kind any of us thought it was going to be, but it's a 3 of a kind nonetheless. And it saved us. Right over the line.
Whoa! 610 out of 600.
She did it.
I think the backseat driving saved it.
No, that was all you, homie. That was 100% you.
Teamwork.
I'll take 3% of the credit and give you 97. Cash out, homie.
I don't even remember how to play.
New voucher. That's a good one. Not as good. Oh, you have 2 celestial packs, though. You almost never see 2 celestials. Remember, the voucher stays. You will have the opportunity to buy that voucher again.
Grab that voucher later.
You have it all this ante. Whatever, I forget what it calls the section of 3 hands.
Oh, should I buy the Hermit?
Yes.
That seems...
Yes, do it. Nice catch. Buy and use.
Should I buy and use, or just buy and save it until I have more?
You would still have enough to buy both the Celestial Pack, so might as well. It is a gamble. It might be a long time before you have 13 money again.
It's true.
I think you just take the windfall.
Buy and use, and then I can have it all. I can have it all, baby.
She's got it all. Look at her. Thank you for looking at all the options, man. I would have totally missed that. I would have seen tarot card at the top and said, no thanks. This is why she's the pro.
This is why I'm in the driver's seat.
We're gonna see what new thing she levels up. Wait, you got 3 of a kind again, right?
4.
Oh no, 4 of a kind. Sorry.
High card.
You've done a lot of straightens.
We did straight it. I'm just gonna keep
straights are good.
We don't have any jokers right now, so I'm just gonna keep on going with, what I've played. What I've actually played. I think that's...
As a dummy? As a
dummy.
As a dumbass?
Dumbo.
I like straights because they're so easy. You just...
Yeah.
It doesn't take any... All the other ones are hard.
So I've got 4 of a kind. We're still leaving 4 of a kind alone.
Yes.
So I got straights again. I can keep on preferring straights, or I can do 2 pair, which I've also played, and then be diversified.
And more importantly, it's Uranus.
Okay, done. We're diversified. I think done well in this game. I've gone more specified. Specific, specialized. What, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you've gone high, which I think is probably the key to overwhelming success.
Right.
But I think you could probably find a lot of, really solid, good ass kicking in a more broad strategy.
I think I'm gonna go skip because for whatever reason the shop hasn't given us. Oh, besides the business card one.
Look how little money you have. That Joker won't stay.
It.
That it won't even stay.
I can't even afford it. I need the money.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, this is my routine. Okay, let me just look at my run info again because I've diversified. So I've got all of these middle guys, leveled up. So 2 pairs leveled up, 3 of the couples leveled up, but so it is now, back to the original hierarchy that a straight is better than 3 of a kind is better than 2 pair. Because they're all on the same level.
You've diversified your portfolio.
I've diversified my portfolio, but I haven't really made any uncommon.
It's crazy that you don't have a Joker yet. The things that actually,
that's
really
what this game is more about, and so.
But that's just the luck of the draw.
That's just the luck of the draw. We didn't like the Joker they saw. So 2 pair. I can always 2 pair, but 3 pair is better. Yeah. Okay. All right. Commander straights, and I'd love to keep the 4 in my hand. Great. Did that.
I really need to rethink how I do the
that. Where we sit
on this one.
I
We'll do that later.
Should we turn us 90 degrees and just put us on the side?
Yeah, that's for later. We're just enjoying ourselves. Wait, what are we doing here?
That's not 5. What are we doing here? I'd love 3 of a kind. Wouldn't everybody? Definitely. Gosh, I need something better than what I have right now.
That's why you gotta start discarding.
I know, but
it's...
Oh, I do have extra hands, but...
To mix metaphors, you gotta start rolling the dice.
See the 6 there.
Time to start discarding.
Oh my gosh. To have anything more than just 1 card to discard. We still have 5. Blah, 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 blah.
In the world of board games, there's a great term for this
disease I have.
This affliction of needing to really run through all the possibilities and just work through the problem, even though the problem isn't totally unworkable in the sense that there will be some gambling involved, some risk taking. It's called analysis paralysis, and the producer, I think it's fair to say,
I suffer.
Has some analysis paralysis.
I suffer from this affliction.
But like a lot of diseases, you don't suffer alone in the sense that it's an immiserating experience.
It's for misery for everyone. Oh dear God. Oh, no more discards. I just have to play now. I did forget the strategy of
Adding extra cards to certain hands to as
intentionally
discard.
discarding. Yeah.
That's next level. That's the kind of level I expect out of you.
Oh
And not
my
myself.
gosh.
Wait, I see 3 of a kind.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but you do lose your $3.
Yeah.
But you stay alive.
I mean, it's not gonna win me, but I gotta play. Oh, I just didn't do the thing that I was saying. I should have gotten rid of the queen. Oh boy.
Well, maybe that 2 times multiplier might save your.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't have 2 pair. Okay, all right.
Well, you might as well shove some other shit on there.
Oh, right, because I do have another hand. Oh boy. Oh fuck.
Decisions.
That could end up being a straight, hopefully. So we'll play this hand. Great. No.
Oh, you got straight.
I did, yes. I think.
Oh, this
yes,
is definitely
that's putting us over. That's putting us over. All right.
by the skin of your.
A little better than skin. Oh, but yeah, I did come down to 0-0, which is going to be bad in terms of getting more money, which is
Yeah,
what
dog,
I
you're gonna be
went into this round.
Thin in the wallet.
So yeah, I got my $3. That's all. Dang. But it is enough to afford a Joker.
You've
Boy,
got 2
I've-
celestial packs again.
I've been using. What's the one they turned down? But it'd be better than nothing. Jeez.
This is if I were being honest, this is the point where I would already just say
start a new game.
I would start a new run.
This-
I think at this point it is going to be an uphill battle.
I should probably do that.
No. I mean, it's always good practice. You know, you have to get even more. The better your setup is, the less you kind of get good at the game in a way, because you don't have to be as creative about coming up with the poker hands, because you kind of set all that stuff up almost automatically.
Mm-hmm. But it takes a little bit. It takes a while to build it.
Yes, but what I'm saying is you're too far behind. Too.
What's a spectral pack?
It does a crazy thing immediately. It's like something like
Start with 0 discards. Let's just go.
They're weird.
Let's just do this. Spectral pack. We'll just try it. Add a blue seal. Right. To a single random rank, like one number.
Yes.
Let's do it.
They
Because we want 3 of a kind.
Oh my god. Okay, that's incredible. Yeah, that might
Might have turned the tides. He didn't believe in me.
you could even do 2 pair.
I could do 2 pair.
And you got plenty of jacks to spare.
But I do. Just do the 2 pair right now. Then I don't have to wait. Oh, I don't have any discards. So I was thinking discards. Yeah, don't.
Wait, how do you not have any discards?
That's the
Oh, it's the boss. The boss has no discards. I see.
Oh, why didn't I play another? Gosh, I'm gonna fix that next game. Probably not, but
You gotta play a pair and 3 other junk. Keep your high cards.
Keep your high cards. They don't score if they're not part of something, but oh, and this could be a straight. This could be part of a straight.
Yeah, but you don't have any discards. I don't think you want to.
The ace and the queen don't do anything for me unless they become like 2 pair. I guess they could.
Just as likely as other
Which
things,
they
and they're
just-
going to be worth more.
Okay. A straight a straight is worth more to me.
Right, but a straight is going to be harder to manufacture with 0 discards, and also knowing a healthy percentage of your cards are now jacks. It's
All right,
messed up your...
here's the 2 pair that we wanted.
Nice. You have messed up your ability to make straights.
Yes. Or it's slightly less likely because some of those 2s and 6s might have become jacks. I could check the deck.
Boom. That's going to be a big old...
That's gonna be a juicy and...
Not going to take you over the line, though.
Not quite, but
Uh-oh.
But is this my last hand?
Yes. Oh, no.
Oh, it really didn't happen.
Oh, no. I think you are going to...
How many jacks did I have left? I had 6 jacks left! Oh...
And you were -1 hand size. That was your spectral.
But I'd upped it previously.
Your voucher.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you're hog barfed. There's nothing you can do, homie. King high, baby. Ooh, weird. This is in no way a game that one would think is emblematic of...
Oh, he's so mean to me.
You want to go one more run?
Let's go again.
All right. Let's endeavor to go faster. I think we can do it. Incredible noises. I don't know what a hex card
It
is.
sounds like a... Polychrome to a random joker. Destroy all other jokers?
And polychrome is like, it gives it
Like-
a multiplier or something?
Like all other jokers in the game?
I don't know. That's the one you're going to go with? Go a little more conventional. Because we want to,
Okay.
you know, just to get a better idea of what the game is. Because that one would not be more emblematic of...
Okay, let's get the payout for the discards. Alright. Whoa!
What was the slight downside? Oh, no interest.
No interest.
Which you get a little bit of extra money. The rich get richer in Balatro.
Yeah.
If you have money at the end of your turns,
But
you get a little extra.
Not in this specific game of Balatro that I'm playing right now.
Boring.
But it will... It's like worth like $6 also.
Right.
We're gonna go. We're gonna play. We're gonna get that 300. Oh shit.
First ones are the hardest because you don't really have any formula.
Yeah.
You don't have any direction.
No train. No.
If there's one downside with Balatro, is that
It's how hard the beginning of the game is.
not
Is
even
that it?
hard, just kind of... I mean, every roguelike has that problem of like, oh, you know, you go from this incredible high at the end of a run to starting over from scratch. But I actually think the first, you know, 2 antes or whatever of Balatro can be boring.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much... I mean, random ass 4 of a kind. Oh, it's on fire! Do you see your little...
Yeah, the fire's
Sick.
fun. We like the fire.
Yeah, I think that is its biggest weakness as a game is that it can be just a little boring early until you get the chance to make things a little bit more chaotic.
I'm so confident there's gonna be an awesome ass Joker in this.
Some nice money there.
Yes. Oh, love it. And 1 card lucky standard pack.
Those, yeah.
Yeah,
I got so many Celestials last time.
Raise the cap on interest. Oh well, easy to ignore the one on
So
the
explain
interest.
that Joker. So this is a new.
So this plus 100 chips. It's always going to add an extra 100 chips to the blue side, not my multiplier, but like my counting cards side. But -5 for every hand played. So I'm still trying to, keep my hands played low because I get money for those.
Now, when I see this Joker, I think this is excellent early in the game, and
Yes.
then something to sell pretty.
Yeah, very possibly might sell him off because I only have 5 spots for Jokers. Got my 1 out of 5, so he may get sold later.
Your Joker think rule alterations.
Yeah. I could buy a card, but I don't know.
Nah.
Not at this point in the game,
Yeah. Who needs an extra? They do sometimes, though, have random gold cards and.
Buy my magician.
Oh, that's great.
Oh. Cards and booster.
I think I would definitely take it.
So I can still afford. Jokers are usually $4. Are they always $4?
No, they're
They have all kinds of. So I can probably afford my Joker. Hopefully. So, discards 2 random cards per hand played.
This could be
Interesting.
Yeah. Your Joker's gonna make this actually really easy.
Yeah.
It's gonna make this real simple.
So just like
any pair.
2 pair?
Yeah.
Because this can actually be like 120. It's gonna 60. Okay, halfway there. Boom, boom, boom. Should have discarded the 3 with it, but that's okay. 8, 9, 10. Don't have a jack. We just played jacks.
Well, you can do it almost from
3,
this.
4. 6. So I could use a 7, or I could use a jack.
4 and the 3.
I don't need the king.
They get rid of it.
I think I'm gonna get rid of it just to. 2 pair?
Yeah.
2 pair again. Same hand again.
This might not get you over the line because it's now plus 90.
Yeah,
Right over.
Nice. Right over.
Beautiful.
Does that count as quicker?
Oh, that was
Smooth.
really
Smooth sailing. That Joker helps make it. When you're not as crunched, you don't have to be as careful about the decisions you make. And I got $11. Beautiful. Oh, fuck yeah.
Fight now.
And these are free.
Do it before you open your free Joker, your packs at the
when
bottom.
Any booster pack is open, I might end up using my magician. This one. For each empty Joker. This is such a.
I have used that
This
one
is a
before.
tricky one. I mean, obviously, I want him. +1 consumable slot, so that's up here. Oh, that could go well with this guy, my hallucinator. Wow.
And you can go back to that voucher. It'll stick around for this whole ante or whatever. So you can buy it later if you don't buy it now.
I think I just
beat the boss, right?
beat the. Oh, so I'm in the next.
Yes, yeah.
Ante, because right, ante 2 voucher. Okay, so we can think about him later.
Go and get your free packs, and then
So
maybe get extra stuff.
So
with your
he's gonna
Joker.
have it's gonna be a coin flip on whether I
Yes.
get a tarot card when I open this. So I get to pick 2 of 5. I don't have anything that favors any specific cards. So I am just.
Oh wow, these are good. You got a lot of good
I'm
ones.
gonna love me a lucky queen, and I think I'm gonna love me another queen, right?
Well, look at the benefits.
Yeah.
That's really good. What's the other one?
Creates a planet
Oh,
card.
You want that one
Blue
for sure.
seal.
Those blue seals are amazing.
Yeah,
You don't
we
play
want
it, you
planet
get
cards.
a free. I've used it before. It's awesome.
Oh, and it did create the sun. So now I don't have a spot open.
Well, yes, so you
So
want to
I'm
use.
gonna use the magician.
Oh, you can't use it yet. But you could go ahead and buy the voucher.
I'm gonna buy the voucher. So now I'm gonna have 3
Synergies.
now we have a synergy going. Now that making everything free was the most valuable click. Wow. Just the randomness, like you said, should have. I'm gonna choose. Is this a mega pack that I get to choose 2?
I think it's choose 1 of 5 instead of 1 of 3.
Oh, okay. More to choose from.
Yeah.
So obviously the hand I've played the most is 2 pair. I haven't played that many hands.
One of the jokers, I think, is like, or maybe it's a tarot card, is
I don't have
any planet pack you open automatically includes a card of the one
of
that's
the one.
highest.
Yes, I've had that joker before. Definitely when you start optimizing a certain hand type. I might do that. Oh. Straight flush, definite no. 4 of a kind, definite no.
Uranus,
Yeah.
for Uranus.
Maybe just if it says Uranus, we just always click.
Yeah, do it for Uranus.
Do it for Uranus.
Nobody else will.
I should have re-rolled! Would it have still been free?
I wouldn't have assumed that.
Okay. You know what I mean? Because that was
Yeah.
we don't know. But I might have fucked up tragically.
I don't
What is
actually
a
know
tag?
what that. I've seen that one
These
before.
are the tags. Gives a copy of the next selected tag. Kind of blowing my mind.
I think I would skip that. I would just do it. I would not
try
do
it
it.
or
I would
not do it.
fight
Just
the guy.
play the game.
I fight. We have these weird terms.
It's
do the
not,
poker
It's not
hand.
funny. Do the poker hand.
Yeah, do the small blind. The fish. Oh, you've got a hard boss one.
It's drawn face down after each hand played.
That one's hard. If you may see. All right, you got this.
Oh, my 2 pair!
But remember,
Oh,
those will
it's
get rid of your
held.
blue seals too.
I don't want to play my 10, so yeah, that's 5. Perfect.
You're keeping 1 blue seal.
Well, I want to keep it.
That's what I'm saying. You already
yeah.
used 1,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good point. Oh, well, I only have so many spots.
and you're
So
already
I
done.
should- Oh, whoops. Well, I should use the magician. I guess I need to use it while I'm playing.
Well, definitely use Venus as a.
Oh, we can
Yeah, you can just use it now.
use it. Okay, yeah. Use it, yeah. So that's what, 3? Yeah, nice.
Here's the thing about tarot cards that took me a second to kind of realize
Yeah.
the extra usefulness. They can, if they sit.
misprint!
Yeah, it's cool. The tarot cards, if they sit there, not being used, you can actually use them tactically
During the game.
to try to, if you
Right.
don't have something.
Because you always have the option. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have. Well, sometimes there's some things that say like play
Yes.
immediately. I love the misprint. Of course, he will. He works buying any right now works against.
I
This
would
guy.
not buy it right now. I think that
'Cause
extra
sometimes-
multiplier is going to be worth so much more than that. It's a times
'Cause it's a
multiplier
times multiplier
instead of a plus multiplier.
instead of a plus.
I
multiplier.
would leave it. I would leave it empty.
Leave it empty.
You got plenty of
Because
money
my
to use
2
on.
pairs at 3, my 3 of a kind's at 5. So times multiplier, we're really getting places with the times multiplier.
And remember, you want to spend your money on boosters
Yeah, I do.
because that goes well with your Joker.
It goes well with my Joker. I can always get rid of my chips guy later.
Yes, you should get rid of your chips guy later.
Pretty soon, actually.
Yeah.
Because then it'll give me an extra. It'll be times 4.
Yes.
Anyways, we're not this good at math, so we're gonna do.
So now be conscious. Oh, you are at 3.
It did make
You
it
can play them now, I think, too, though.
have to have room. I can't use this one.
No, you select the cards first, and then you can use it. So select. So what is that? What do you want to use?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's a little
That's-
inelegant.
Yeah, okay. One selected card.
Oh, that one's awesome, dude. But it's
Like a
just a 1 in 4
lucky-
chance or something like that to turn it into the lucky card.
Yeah. Tiffany. So Lucky is 1 in 15 chance to win $20. That's if it's
And a 1 in
played.
5 chance for a plus 20 multiplayer. It's two
when
different.
it's played and
Yes.
not when it's held.
Yes,
So it's a card I want to play.
it's good. You always want to play higher cards if you can, right? So
Yes.
I usually
But I have a queen that I want to hold.
okay, but it's not that queen.
No.
Yeah.
But I just mean like. Anyways.
King.
Beautiful. Okay. And
Don't use that one yet.
right. Okay.
You might just want to sell that one, unless you think that's
I'm okay with making things.
all this is.
I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I get into flushes. I don't think it is a higher multiplier than 2-pair at this point. I always flushes are ones I forget about.
Me too, all the time.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's go. These hearts.
Nice.
All right. Now
Yes.
I can use this guy. Great stuff. Now we go. Oh. So
This is
another
one that stays.
stays in
Yeah.
hand. So I kind of want to use him on a planet card if I could. And this is a chance to destroy. I'm gonna use him on the queen.
Nice.
This into a wild card. I don't really. Bonus card is extra chance. Select cards convert the left card into the right card. Oh, it gets rid of one. Increases rank of up to selected cards by 1. Interesting. Money. Oh,
Yes.
also fun. Easy. Sorry that took so long. See,
We need a
now-
lot of good stuff there.
Yeah.
So here we go again.
Here we go again.
This one will be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
did
it
get-
did.
I think you've got it every time.
There was maybe one time it did. Okay, now we can select them into diamonds. Wow. Oh, and this is my adding.
Oh, that one is. No. You want to do the 6 for sure, right? It has
Purple
2 things.
Seal creates a tarot card and it's lucky.
When discarded. That one's not often
Discarded.
that you see like discarded.
Interesting.
So that's cool.
Wow. Okay. That's to spades.
I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
know,
think any of that's good for.
No,
That's actually
I don't want to spend.
You can
the
sell
money.
that. It's only one, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really serve you any purpose. I don't think.
Yeah. I'll just wait.
Right, you could use it tactically, perhaps,
That's right.
in the moment.
Yeah. 3 to diamonds.
Yeah.
If I needed to, like, I could have a flush right now.
Yes.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna, because I'm just out of practice with my flushes.
That is so low. I mean, your flush is so. It's such a low value thing because you haven't leveled it up. It's going to give you such little points. Like compared to. Oh, you only have level 2.
35 times
I'm
4.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, it'll be totally fine.
It's
You're so early in your planet card.
yeah, it's pretty close to my level 2 pair.
Yeah. No, I'm you're totally right. I'm sorry.
But I'm discarding a pair basically with that.
I think
But
that's okay.
It's okay. We're sort of worrying a little too much. That just won it.
Thanks to that ×3 multiplier.
Thanks to that ×3 multiplier.
Plus your 95 that you get. You have
Or it's
95
at
times 3.
80.
Ah.
Your all played cards in final hand of round.
That one's too cerebral for me. Oh, the next Joker's holographic, though.
+3 multiplier for each Joker card.
Works. Wait, that's so opposite your other Joker, though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get rid of the ice cream soon.
It is also holographic. You just get +10 multiplier no matter what each time.
Yeah, it might have to just get rid of this stencil. I mean, he's okay for now. I have so much money. 3.
But you did go from a ×3 to a ×2 multiplier, which is actually a huge drop.
He's +3, but I could get rid of the ice cream. I don't know. We'll play it out.
I think you
3
do
of a
go and get
kind.
rid of the ice cream for sure. I think, yeah, almost certainly the
Because it'll be
higher
like,
multiplier would be better than the +80 chips.
yeah, because so like ×3 ×2 instead of ×3, so like ×6 ×9 versus 40 versus 104. I don't know, man. I need a spreadsheet. I need a graph. Well, there's no Uranus. We said we always click Uranus. I could diversify. Oh, we just did a flush. I just played a flush.
You
Or
gotta
I
pick
could
one and do it.
keep on going that 3 of a kind.
Hit it up, whatever one you want to do. Just do it.
Which one? Which one?
You do it. You gotta do it.
Diversify.
There you go.
Since I'll have all those tarots in my...
All right, we're gonna speed it up. We're gonna just
Destroys 2. It says to multiply like that. Or 3 to diamonds.
we've already done 3 to diamonds.
But
So
we've done hearts and spades.
oh, hearts and spades, not just
Yeah, so
okay.
diamonds sort of...
I thought you did diamonds and not spades. Yes, you
Oh,
did.
it is diamonds and hearts.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Not spades. Oh my gosh. So actually diamonds would be good.
That's what I was saying.
Oh.
Diamond.
But also multiplier. We're going flush now. Going flush world now. Hearts is my other big one?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we leave the hearts as is.
Your clovers, clovers,
Clovers and
spades.
clovers and shovels.
Use.
Right. Beautiful. We're gonna have
Right,
a
right, like a diamond.
very, very red deck.
That's gonna mess up your. No, don't. You gotta. I don't think you understand how valuable that multiplier is.
Yeah. It's such an interesting. I don't want to see it in action.
That's you. If you want,
Because then you might.
make your decision though.
Oh, man. Oh, it really could help with the fish. This guy's gonna be rough. Alright. Cards drawn face down after each
Holy,
hand
hey,
play.
look how many spades and
Right, so I'm gonna.
you're gonna draw a lot of red going forward.
Right. 3 to hearts. Oh, I could use that when they're face down.
But you might end up turning some of your. You likely end up
Diamonds.
turning some of your diamonds into hearts, which is not great.
Okay, I have a flush.
Weird. How weird is that?
I have
You're
a flush
flush-
with my lowest. Wow, that is
Yeah.
just so weird. I mean, okay, all right.
Randomness, baby. That's wild.
That's actually really good.
Yes,
for my,
yeah, because it means you're just gonna be even more likely to be. You're not gonna know.
Oh, I might have just
Oh, you might
won
be
it.
done.
Yeah, I won it on that hand.
Holy crap. I don't even know what did that. What happened? How did that number get that big?
Flush is.
How was your-
56.
Your red number, like 50 something.
6 times, so it wouldn't be. So, oh my gosh. So it went to plus 6. It was 6 plus 12 is 18. 18 times 2 is 36. So there was a. I must have had a. What did I have?
A glass card or something there?
What's the I didn't even change something to steal.
I don't know how that number. How you made such an impressive. Cool.
Well, I put it on subs, but
Anyways, let's keep going. Let's
Anyways.
diagnose. Yeah.
yeah, dope.
Go.
Doubled my money. Playing cards can be purchased from the shop. That's probably good. Yeah, I think that's probably good. I keep on having lots of money. No, because
Definitely not.
I want that. Still afford my stuff on the bottom.
The Mega Buffoon Pack.
Level up flush. I can keep on going. Yeah, I'm flush now, baby.
That's your thing now.
Yeah, that's my thing now. I think.
That's your bag, baby. This has been interesting.
2 of 4.
Oh, use your Earth card just in case.
Oh yes, great. Makes sense. Don't
That's
need
full
that.
house, I think, right?
Yes. 2.
You can't use those until you.
Oh, steal is times 1.5.
You can't
Yeah.
use it right now, anyways.
Right.
Why?
I gotta go Mega Buffoon. So I'm gonna have to sell some of these. Can be sold, right? Yes. Right. Right? I can't not.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe
Even
get some like sick holographics and shit.
Oh, did you have this guy +2 multiplier per reroll in the shop?
I have
But
not.
that costs $5. Okay, so we're gonna skip him. Every play. Oh, I like this guy. It's a common one, but every played card counts. I don't need the bank. Oh,
I mean, that's just
he can-
necessary. Yeah,
he can replace the ice cream. I do like the every played card.
I don't think
Because
either
it
of those.
just adds a couple of chips.
I don't actually think either.
Not
I
worth
still
it.
think you should just sell the other Joker and not even buy any of those.
I think once I'm gonna. We're gonna sell this guy. Buy him. To be over here. 'Cause the order actually matters.
All right, let's
Yes.
move on. Nice.
And then I get 2 from here. Yeah, so we're gonna skip
Round.
next round. After defeating the boss blind, gain $15. Okay, on money.
I'm still curious to see what this is going to score. Wow, look at all that red. That's the opposite of. Got 4 hearts.
Anytime I
No,
have-
3 hearts and 4 diamonds.
Let's get rid of some hearts, I guess.
Yes,
Or I think-
diamonds are most likely.
Yeah. But I can convert things to hearts.
So keep your king
Yeah,
and get rid of another
all
heart.
Try this, actually.
Wait, you're getting rid of your diamonds,
I'm planning on hearts.
even though you already have more diamonds than hearts.
Watch this.
Interesting.
cards might be my most now.
It definitely will be. You were like 16 and 17. You had one more. I think you had one more diamond than heart.
It's an accident. I hate it. It should be one black one and one red one. But
Yeah, you had. I wasn't paying attention again, but you had a 60 multiplier. Where's that coming from?
we better watch more carefully.
Yeah.
Well, 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. So how did I get 60?
Yeah.
That's your point. And I still need to. I should put my steel card on something. I don't need to enhance this one card into a stone card.
You don't want those.
If I
I guess
can,
it could be one of
if
your
I can
clubs or
afford
spades.
it, yeah. If I can afford it,
But you remember your first focus.
it's when played, not when kept in hand.
Your first focus should still be the
Booster packs.
because you get a 50% chance of even more cool stuff.
So we got the playing cards. We like our crates. No, I don't really need more. I
You
think
just got. I mean, it's the only diamond or heart, and it's a cool
Yeah.
one.
makes it easy.
You did not get
Did not get a booster pack that
on
time.
either of them.
No, I did not. So okay, get. Is that later? Enhances gold. Create 2 random tarot. Might do that. Enhances 1 into glass or 3 into spades. No. Tarot or glass. It's just like using tarot to make more tarot.
I would totally just nuke to
Yeah.
a club or spade.
All right.
What was your what is death?
Can take 2 cards and make them 1 card.
Yeah. One of those things you have to think about. It's like not difficult, but you're like, wait, what does that mean?
But I guess if you have something with a bunch of special stuff on it, also
9, 8, 8, 7. You want to nuke a queen and a 3? The other one, hangman. You burnt.
you burnt. You're a black card. You burnt. We can always we do have. Let's see how 2 pair goes. So 2 pairs, 40 times 3.
Let's just watch. I'm just so curious what's gonna happen.
So plus 96 chips. So the chips are gonna go up, but okay. So this one is the plus 96. This is plus 10, plus 12. Oh, it adds it twice?
Oh right, I just keep forgetting about the actual other part about it.
Plus 10!
Yeah.
Right. So it's
Which is actually plus 20.
22.
Yeah.
This card is plus 22 multiplier. So that's why it's been 10 higher
Yeah.
than you expected. A holographic Joker has just done.
You have how many 4 of a kinds? How many 5 of a kinds could you even make? Let me see your deck in the bottom right corner.
6 6s. I have 5 10s. And only 3 3s. That's nice and.
I mean, 4 of a kinds are going to be, definitely more common than they would have been. It's still
Yeah.
going to be hard. But
I would love to have the at the last round play all your cards that you've already played if you're going for 4 of a kinds.
right.
But yeah, I think I can afford it. This
Might as well
no.
open these first.
Yeah, these first. Let's go to these first. I've got room up here. Have
You did get one.
Have you checked chat recently?
Yeah, it's we're
We're boring everyone with
No.
old
everyone's just enjoying the
intro. Oh, flush, I think. Yes, flush. We're flush now. All right. Oh, 80
Times 10.
10. So that time 10 times 2. Okay, yeah, we're loving it.
Oh, uh-oh. You're at,
I'm full up.
so you might end up, losing one of your guys when you open this Mega Celestial pack, because if you draw an extra tarot card, you can't.
Right, can't. I don't have room for it right now.
Oh, you could buy that. I think if you buy a tarot card, it might open up the...
Oh, yeah, it would.
And then you can use them.
it.
And it's convert to diamonds.
No space. Okay.
Sell one.
So, glass card.
Because I think you want that one, actually.
Oh, it definitely wants. I should have used steel card already. That's on me. That I don't know why I was.
I think sell that one.
Yeah, we're selling death. Okay. Buy
But
this.
yeah, you cannot, unfortunately. I was wrong. Use it right now.
Ah, just the pack.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have. Oh, we pooped that.
It's okay. It's still worth buying that,
Still
I think.
worth it.
You get another flush, which is... It's choose two!
Yes.
Damn.
Yes, it is.
Oh, there's 3 of a kind.
Let's see. What do I want? Full house is.
No.
No, not with my
3
three of a kind.
Yeah.
Because of my
Venus.
Venus. Thank you.
And you get to
Okay.
pick another one.
And then hopefully it's what did we say? Card. Pair. Straight. Flush. So we don't have the oh, it's from the same selection.
Yes.
Right?
Any
Pairs
other than Earth, I think.
It's full house.
Yeah, or other than Earth. I think the other 3 I would kind of weight all equally.
How much does it go up on the? It's +2 multiplier, so it goes to an 8. Yeah,
I don't ever think
really-
about full houses. I'm not geared. And
I like full houses, but yeah, I just want to focus. So I'm gonna do straight.
Cool.
It's not been leveled up.
you got it. Let's remember to use your tarot cards.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what is this one?
Base chips and multiplier are half.
Oh,
That's the base though. Like from here,
gotcha.
not from the
Jokers.
jokers.
So go ahead and turn something into a steel card.
Yes. What I want to be steel is when it stays in here.
The ace?
I think maybe. Yeah. So I'm probably not
So select the ace.
right. Go use it. Perfect.
Of course, you know, it is no longer discard fodder either, but still,
It's-
it's
I mean-
worth it.
It's right because it's like either you discard it or it's something you're gonna be keeping.
You want to pick, if you're going to pick a red one, pick one that you don't have, like, the highest number of. Pick, like, a...
So.
Or you do want to pick, because you'll more likely...
Like 10s, I have only 3.
I-
So if I want to keep on destroying, because this one is a held in hand, I think maybe a 10
do it.
glass card.
What was star?
Converts 3 to diamonds.
You only have one of those you want to do right now, so hold
Yeah.
on to that. And time to play some cards.
Yeah, time to play. So 2 pair.
Beautiful.
It's gonna be. It's not instead of 40 times 3. It's gonna.
I mean,
be
but that's not where your
20.
points are going to be coming from anyways.
Right.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, hey, thanks, Sega. Thanks, Val. They're here watching, enjoying.
Because I was doubting. Oh, I should have played the 2.
Oh
we
my
did.
god, it didn't matter. See? Holy
All
shit.
that worry.
This has been a really great run.
All that worry.
And look at that cash.
Flush with cash still. Flush with cash.
There's your full house if you want it.
Let's see.
You gotta focus on those
we
packs.
gotta focus on the packs. Rerolls cost $2 less. Rerolls for
I would
$3.
save that for now, though.
Save that for now.
You got $12 you definitely need to spend.
Yes. Let's open our standard.
You got yourself a tarot.
When it's played and scored. Holographic diamond. Wild. I think it's this for sure.
What is the... Let me see it again.
Plus 10 multiplier. Earn 3 when it's played.
There is a slight contradiction that you both want to play it and not play it. No. Oh,
Only
when it
play.
scores. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's
yes,
actually...
that's an incredible card.
It's way more synergistic than they usually are. Oh, and I did get another Justice. Tarot to use immediately. So...
Which means you can use those as well.
It didn't give me another, but I should go ahead and enhance to another... 6s have 6. 3s have 10. Oh, I added a 10. And a glass.
Anyways,
I have 6. I don't know.
that's... I mean, you don't have that much...
I don't have to use it right now. Could always be a good idea. One creates up to 2 random tarot. Increase the rank. Change 1 into lucky or 1 into gold. I might be feeling lucky.
Do it. Oh, pick the card.
Pick the card.
Beautiful. Do you want to use any of your other cards?
Ace is lucky.
While you're... Oh, no, never mind.
Didn't have to, yeah.
Next round.
Next round.
I think save the money.
Yeah, I need the money. I don't think the money.
Well, no, you need...
I need the money.
You want to buy 2 boosters every time.
Yeah, and they sometimes are expensive. Okay, alright. Oh, do I have... Time? Drink. Oh, we can also always do...
Oh, right. Yeah, that's so handy.
That's how I should be playing.
I would say discard your 3 diamonds, but keep your spade in the hope that you can use your other tarot to turn. Okay, so you got 2 now. That's you might even consider
play the.
That might end it. It very likely will. It almost certainly will.
Okay, right.
So you might want to consider
using this now.
Yes, and not getting all of it, but just to
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yes.
As that's another one of our
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's another
Us and Jack Nicholson and Mars Attacks.
And Meatloaf and just, now one of the things that we regularly say on here. Alright. Bing, bang, boom.
This is gonna be a big old number. This is gonna be a big old number.
It's gonna start. Yes. Doubled it.
Dick.
Doubled it. I'm gonna have some pretty good money here too.
Well, you're never gonna have the best money because you do spend a lot of it, and the best way to, as we all know, the best way to build capital is to have capital already. Capital begets capital.
Do you think I should buy the Gluttonous Joker?
No.
I wish I could change him to be like diamonds or hearts.
I might even advise you just buy the packs and that's it. That way you get a little interest. You're at $5. You get interest.
I don't get interest. That's my game.
That's right. That's
I don't get interest.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So it's perfect that I'm always in the spending mode. Oh, I don't care about any of these.
What is the stone card?
$3 when it's played and scores.
So it's...
Wait, how can a stone card have a gold... Oh, there's probably a joker that, like, stone cards are played and counted.
But
Oh, it gives you plus 50 chance.
Yes, yeah. That's not a bad one to...
Because if your multiplier's regularly getting up to, like, 50, then that's an extra...
Yeah.
50 times 50.
Because you can play it even if it doesn't.
And it gives me more money.
Yeah. I think that's.
I don't like any of those black cards. There was one that was wild card, but yeah. Gotta do this. Buy some more cards.
Go. Fallow.
Very fell. Another stone
Ooh,
card.
but
A lucky
yeah.
lucky King of Hearts.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
That's my synergy, that's my jam.
I'm so
I
excited to
don't
see this
need
round.
Twitter.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's see if we can do it in one again. Alright, here's... I don't have my flush. I'm just gonna...
Oh, you might get a straight
like-
flush. No, I think
Yeah,
I think-
because they're 4 in a row. So, of course, that makes sense. Although, would I even want a straight flush at this point?
No, I don't think so.
100
Oh, that's still.
It's equal
Yes.
to the flush.
Oh, weird. Yeah, interesting.
100 times 8 or 80 times 10. They
Thank
both
you.
add up to 800. Although I guess I would want the 80 times 10 because it has a multiplier.
Anyways,
Just a little bit of the intricacies of this math. Joker that let you score straight with 4. I don't know why I'm making a big point of that.
I actually don't understand how the stone card. Okay, if you play it right now,
Right. See, I had like 2 pair.
yeah.
It does not work well with flush because you need the
All
5
5.
cards.
So it would still give 50 plus 50 chips and then the $3, even though it won't add, of course, anything. It'd just be like a trash card that would get discarded,
Right.
but would give you those.
Adds the
Yeah.
chips. But my best
So you could just play like Queen High if you wanted.
card. I mean, I only get.
But you have 4 hands.
Yeah.
And that, which gives you $3, which is more than you would get for the extra hand or whatever at the end.
Oh, I'm playing it like as a discard. The discard's only worth $1.
Yeah.
But this is worth $3.
Yes, so it's plus 2 actually.
Oh, thank you. That's a smart one. Okay. And she might break. She didn't break.
You got close on that piece of shit.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, now you have a straight flush.
Which I said I didn't want to.
Ah,
I'll just play it anyways. Maybe that's the lesson.
it's the first time I've ever gotten one.
Remember, you handed it to me and I got one on my first
Yes.
game,
Yeah.
first hand? That was weird.
Oh my god. Nice.
Flamin'!
Later, Valid.
That was
Thanks for hanging out.
that was so smart about the $3 on the stone.
Thank you. Thank you. It just dawned on me. I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah. Definitely only. No. Oh, success. Like, one of those ones that adds
Which I've had
every time.
great success getting things like that early before
Yeah.
and making the whole, game around it. I think you got lucky again.
High Priestess creates up to 2 random planet cards.
Amazing.
So I should use
You can use
her-
it right now, you have
Use
the
her
space.
now, and then I will. Love it.
Oh, dude, you got the flush in it too. You
That's
lucky
incredible.
ducky. Oh my god, you are poised for greatness. You can double your money.
Okay. Great, so random.
No,
Oh.
thank you. That one's incredible, but it's a 1 in 4 chance. I think you gotta take the money.
I want the Wheel of Fortune.
But you have a 75% chance you
But-
don't get anything.
Okay, foil is plus.
It's
50
amazing.
chips.
Yes.
Holographic is plus.
Do it.
multiplier.
Do it. Do it then. Let's
Wheel.
roll the dice.
Wheel up fortune.
Oh,
And that's why we love this game.
yeah. That's an easy one.
Very boring. No, I can't afford it.
The opportunity cost of what happened there was because remember you gave up
Having a
$12.
well, yeah, when you know that
But rolling the dice is so much more fun.
it's so much more fun, and I get to say Wheel of Fortune.
Wait, what was the bad thing? Decrease the level of played poker hand. Oh, that's fine. You'll be fine.
Decrease the level.
That's
so,
fine,
like,
you'll be
if I
fine.
played 3 of a kind,
You'll still be fine with your blush.
Yeah, I go for that
Yeah,
flush.
you're fine. All right, let's do it.
I had a 3 of a kind, so I was checking it out. But
Oh.
yeah, I think flush is still the way to go. So did we ring? Yeah, we're 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, okay. It's gonna win it.
Oh no!
It's only 80 times 10.
Here goes big number.
None of my glass have broken.
Hell yes.
Oh, some of my glass have broken because I said something stupid earlier. All right. So 12,000 was easy.
Got some sick money. That is interesting.
Because it would.
I don't know. I
It would
think,
take it down to times 1,
which is nothing.
which is nothing.
I mean, you might sell your far left Joker instead if you wanted to do that. What is the voucher? Oh, that's cool.
Card slot available in shop. So it's down here or no?
It's or the top row. I can't remember which one.
Oh, it's this top row.
Yeah, it's way better if it were the booster packs, but
Right.
let's do booster packs.
Yeah, let's do the booster packs while we still got that Joker.
Jumbo standard.
Oh man. Oh yes.
Ooh, what's the weird scrolly things over?
These are
Ah,
for
nice.
multiplier. It's my High Priestess.
Lucky ducky.
Straight. Okay, fine.
That's level 3 now. That's legit. That's getting start to be
Yeah.
pretty valuable.
90 times 8. Is that gonna be level 3? Oh, it's level 2. No, up to level 3. So
Yeah.
also, I can just play whatever hand I want.
There's 6, obviously.
Yes. Okay. There's something about 3 of a kind on the Joker.
I don't remember. All those are fine.
It's fine. Level up to level 4 on 3 of a kind. Plus 12.
That's not that.
It's not
impressive.
worth it.
Yeah. It's working so well for you. I don't know if you need to upset the balance right now.
Because these are usually going to be Jokers, although sometimes they're Tarot. Every once in a while they're planets. But of course there'll be more if I have another slot of it.
Yes, you might not have enough money after this to
'Cause then
buy
it would be-
both your booster packs next time.
Right. Because I earn like $10 for
Something, yeah.
it close. I could always sell a Joker.
All right, a little faster. We got this.
Oh boy, it's as okay. All right. We can buy it later with more info.
Whoa.
Weird. I don't like Full House that much. I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna obviously be able to get it.
Wow, you had a lot of.
Weird. I had one of those
Yeah.
like convert 'em cards.
What's Justice again? Just out of curiosity.
Justice is a glass card, so then I could make it a.
I don't think you want to do that to one of those still.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I don't know what Oh, it's level 2.
What would something low like that look like? Let's just see.
Let's just find out.
I'm so curious. This, pretty paltry hand, what it will end up. I don't think it's going to win it for you outright like it has been. No. But very close. And now you've got yourself... No.
Still no flush.
There it is. A flush with the same card. This will be a big old fat number. You do kind of seem to hit around 13,000-ish as your flush score.
Which
will at some point be insufficient.
yes, so I gotta keep on leveling it up or whatever's gonna happen here.
Okay, good thing you didn't buy the voucher last time.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of flush. Now it's gonna be 95 times 12?
Oh, did that ante permanently knock down your... Will you hit run info? It did. That's what I thought.
Oh, I shouldn't have played the flush because it permanently...
Well, I mean, it just would have happened no matter what. So you were at a 5 before.
No, it did it for whatever hand I played. So that's why I shouldn't have played the flush.
I didn't know that. I that was not what I would have assumed. I thought it was just that round.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I probably if I read it more, but we didn't need to do that. Let's go ahead and open this. Did I get it? I didn't get anything. Oh, I did get it.
Oh no, that's a sell.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and get it.
That's a skip.
+2 when it's played and scored.
That's all skip skis. Think about it. It's all just bad for you.
Some money.
Okay, I think I've got to take a break.
Yeah.
I got to take a break. Let's pause here. We can't promise this exact run will be back next time.
I don't know if I could
Yeah.
ever do anything this good.
But it's exciting. Been awesome hanging out with everybody, playing some Balatro. Exciting, fun stuff. Dogs disagree.
Always play more Balatro later.
Yes. Happy Friday. It's Friday today, right?
TGIF.